Hello, it's 11:01. You're listening to Life Support on Radio Free Brooklyn. This week had the sentencing of Sam Bankman-Fried, a tech bro who founded FTX, a cryptocurrency exchange organization that defrauded investors and facilitated money laundering. They gave him 25 years. Imagine doing a life sentence, then your new cellmate is a tech bro who keeps trying to explain the blockchain to you, but you can't understand it because you're doing a life sentence. I think that happened to me last night. I met a tech bro who kept buying me drinks and talking about the benefits of decentralized currency, who insisted he wasn't selling me anything. But he was chill. He was chill. What else happened this week? Mifepristone, an abortion pill, is available over the counter. I guess I'm never having kids, people. Speaking of sex, P. Diddy exists. Like Cat Williams warned, all lies will be exposed. I really do like this new role of Cat Williams as a prognosticator of what's to come.
Hey, how you doing? Puppy or Diddy, P, Papa Diddy Pop? I'm sorry, I don't know what you're calling yourself these days, but Mr. Daddy, listen, glad you're here in the neighborhood. Welcome. But this golf ball through the window, it's not gonna fly. All right? That happens once, and it doesn't happen again. You understand what I'm saying? Sorry, dog. Okay? Just want to clear that up because I'm a big fan. I love your music. Enjoy the whole, I love that whole thing. All right, good. Now listen, you have one of your crazy house party things? Shot me a holler down.
For some reason, I can only find a clip of that recorded on an Android phone. I don't know why. I need to go downstairs and let my guest in. This is Life Support on Radio Free Brooklyn. I'm your host, Bryant Denton. I'll be right back.
I don't play, I push it down with the Harlem Heat. All of a sudden, niggas got a problem with me. Black, what happened? They run around acting like the black don't can't eat. And you know what? For some strange reason, I'm on for this medication, feeling deranged, needing for y'all to put the word out. We ain't leaving. We trying to be rich before we all stop breathing. Therefore, we kinda hustle lanes. Stay laying down our muscle games. Still turn niggas' dreams to flames. You got the wire? If not, I ain't saying no names. You soon expire. No pain. I feel remorseless. Of course, it's me and Diddy up first, racing Porsches with the big twin valve exhausts. On the cover of your vibes, double XLs and sauces, bitch.
We ain't going nowhere. We ain't going nowhere. We ain't going nowhere. We can't be stopped now, cause it's bad boy for life. We ain't going nowhere. We ain't going nowhere. We can't be stopped now, cause it's bad boy for life.
Changed since the notorious. See, everything still glorious. We still got warriors, still be the victorious. See, it's a lot of them, but it's more of us. Still got cash to blow, raps to flow. Still them cats to know, pack the flow, that's for sure. Bottles to pop, joints to rock. Play the background, handle my jock, holding my Glock. Money to get, cars to flip, bars to sit at and sip cognac with juice to drip. Hoes to see, make sure they knowin' it's me. Drop that D, can't believe that I am C. Bad boy to the casket drop, gotta love it, place nothing above it. It's on like that, don't believe we ain't going like that. For always gonna be here, we there, every motherfucker's here.
We ain't going nowhere. We ain't going nowhere. We ain't going nowhere. We can't be stopped now, cause it's bad boy for life. We ain't going nowhere. We ain't going nowhere. We can't be stopped now, cause it's bad boy for life.
We ain't going nowhere. We gonna stay right here.
We ain't
forever and ever.
We can't be stopped now, cause it's bad boy for life.
We ain't going nowhere. We gonna stay right here.
Going nowhere.
We ain't going nowhere.
We can't be stopped now,
We
cause
gonna
it's
stay
bad
right here.
boy for life. We ain't going nowhere. We ain't going nowhere. 'cause it's bad boy for life.
Can you be normal?
Yes,
No, I knew you could do that.
I can do it.
I had such faith in you. Thank you for tuning in. You're listening to Life Support on Radio Free Brooklyn. I'm joined by a lovely guest today. I met her, I don't know, last year at some point. We were at a comedy show, and she had just recently moved to New York City, from what I remember. Marcella Denby.
Yes.
Marcella Denby. Marcilli, which I did think your name was Marcilli for, like, you know, when you meet someone and then you go to their page and so I thought your name was Marcilli for just like a little bit, and then I'm like, that's not a real name.
No. I wish it was.
It would have been cool.
It would have been. I'm going to have to change my Instagram because this happens a lot.
Does it?
It happens a lot. Yeah.
Well, that's a good thing, though.
Yeah.
It really is.
Yeah.
My Instagram handle is Dr. Denton, and sometimes people think I'm a doctor.
Yeah.
So-
Can you explain that handle? I love it.
It was just a name that I think, like, it doesn't mean anything. My brother was Dr. Denton on Twitter, and then I'm dating myself, but
Yes.
I was in college when Instagram came out. It wasn't, I wasn't born with an Instagram account. So I was like, well, there's an open platform. There can be more than one doctor.
True.
There can be multiple practices.
I hope there are.
Yeah, so I moved into Instagram as a doctor, and that was in 2012.
Hell yeah. Still practicing.
Still practicing to this day.
Yeah.
There is a sort of weird interaction that happens when I tell someone my Instagram handle, and they think that I am a doctor, and they'll sort of be like, "Are you a doctor?" And I'm like, "No, it's just an Instagram handle." And that interaction is confusing for some people. And there's almost a little, you know the term stolen valor?
Yes.
There's a little bit of that I'm sensing,
Yes.
that I think they think I'm passing myself off as a doctor.
As a medical professional.
Yeah, and it just
Yeah.
it can ruin an introduction or meeting sometimes, but
Especially at the doctor's office.
yeah, they're not too fond of that.
No.
They've asked me to stop, but this is showbiz, baby.
Yeah.
So I'm committed.
You're committed. Stay
Yeah.
with it.
I'm gonna keep it going. I'm gonna keep practicing.
Keep it going. Do it for, like, I don't know, 7-8 years. That's about how long doctors have to practice
Yeah,
before they can become residents, interns.
yeah,
You know the Grey's Anatomy cycle.
yeah.
Yeah.
No, I'm
Once you do it for that many years, you earn it.
essentially you can
Yeah.
and you can be sort of, how like people get famous and then the colleges like honorary sort of.
Yes.
So
a
I could-
doctorate.
Yeah, so I could.
Honorary doctorate.
Yeah, so at some point in this career, that's coming. So
Oh, it is.
I'm just gonna rock with it until it happens. But-
Yeah. Good.
So what's up with you? You have been living in New York City for how long has it been?
It's been a little over 6 months at this point. Got here September 16th. Let's ride. Probably met you on the 19th. Like I met you really early on, actually. Yeah. Yeah, it's been good. It's very different from anywhere else I've ever lived.
Where have you been?
I've lived in Dallas and I've lived in Washington, D.C. as like Dallas as a kid because I'm from there. But yeah, so it's super different from D.C. But yeah, I like it. It's good.
What was DC like? What's the DC vibe compared to what it is here? Yeah.
Yeah. I would say the vibe here is suffering, and the vibe in DC is suffering from your career, like your corporate career. Like you're suffering in a way that's like consulting, real estate, maybe politics, whatever. And so you're like, this job is tough, but you like move there for your job. So you're like, it's fine. I'm just going to like hustle. And that's the culture there. And in New York, a lot of people move here for their dreams.
So
it's different.
There's productive members of society. Well, they might question the effectiveness of their productivity.
Yes.
Whereas here, people are just unemployed.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I mean, it's a city full of high achievers in both cases. But in one, like, they moved to DC because they're like, we need to move here for Deloitte.
Okay.
Because Deloitte lives here.
Wait, what's that?
You don't know what that is?
No.
Are you joking?
No, I'm actually not.
You're not joking?
No, I'm kind of. I have a lot of weak spots of knowledge.
That is not a weak spot. That is just me realizing that I'm a little bit too steeped into consulting lore.
What is Deloitte? It's
one of the big four. Or maybe it's not in the big four. It's a huge consulting firm.
There is someone in the background who could. Marcella brought a guest that could potentially come join the show if they're up for it. There is a muffin. They're eating a red velvet muffin right now, which looks pretty good, but not for radio. So
True.
maybe finish the muffin.
ASMR though.
We could get a little ASMR going on. That's on you.
Yeah.
They're saying no. They're saying
no.
But then you have to explain to him what the top four is.
Yeah.
I do.
Yeah,
okay.
Yep.
Ernst & Young, PwC, Deloitte, Bain & Company, McKinsey.
But what are these though?
They're all consulting firms.
Oh.
And let me tell you about consulting. It is a real job. It is a real job. It is a real job. It pays real money. So it must be real.
Yeah.
But it's silly.
Yeah, I work
consulting.
We my day job, we went through a rebrand and a merger into a rebrand, and we hired consultants, and people were very upset with what they helped us with.
Yeah.
And how much we paid them.
It's tough. And it's not their fault.
Because we paid them.
You paid them. And I think it's kind of a genius idea to be a consultant because you're like, listen, I'm a value add. You're going to need me for this. Trust me. Here's my solution. By the way, handle it. And I'm going to leave to the next guy.
Yeah.
I'm going to help them now. And they don't really check in on if it works.
No.
They might check in, but I feel like their business is not checking in. It is providing the solution.
It's like wham, bam.
Yeah.
Boom.
So that makes them the smartest people on earth.
They were enlightened.
Mm-hmm.
This one guy, he had his background, he had a chair upholstered to his, well, not upholstered, I don't know if that's the right word, but he had a chair on his ceiling.
Upholstered. What would it be? Attached?
Fixed, attached.
Only A words.
Yeah, but the chair was like right side up, upside down, and that was his vibe.
Or it was a mirror.
It was. I don't fucking know what was going on. It was strange, but a lot of my colleagues were upset about. They helped us change our name.
Oh.
And the name of our organization was Vermont Public Radio and Vermont PBS. And we went to Vermont Public.
So no one knows it's a radio.
So no one knows what the heck it is.
It could be anything.
Listen.
It could be a library, a bathroom.
It raised a lot with my colleagues. And maybe we got railroaded. Maybe.
They're like, listen.
It's like, you helped us.
I know you guys are a radio company, but we would like to change the name to remove radio from this company.
It's like, what does this accomplish?
We think Vermont and Public are very important. We're going to keep those.
Yeah.
We're not going to keep
it's
the bread and butter of this.
So we should become consultants.
Yeah.
Is literally what we should do.
No, it's a great idea to be a consultant. I used to be a consultant.
What did you do?
I was an analyst for a consulting firm, but it was a startup consulting firm. It was fun. It was good times, a little research.
Okay.
A little boogie fever.
You enjoyed it though.
I enjoyed it. It was good.
Did it pay?
Yeah.
Yeah, that of course that's
it wasn't for one of those like big companies though. The big four. I named 6, but
so are there like little
4.
are there little
4?
Like there's big 4s and are there little like 8s? Or are there little
8s, little 6s?
Yeah.
7, 8, 9. No, there's boutique ones, like smaller ones.
Okay.
They're called boutique. It's so kitsch. It's very cute. It's very cute. Kitschy. I don't know. Doesn't matter.
Okay.
Quirky. Yeah.
So I'm gonna play a clip of your stand up in a moment here.
Oh no.
It's gonna be okay. You chose this. You came on my show. You knew what you were getting into. So I'm not gonna have any sympathy for you. But how long have you been performing? Yeah.
Yeah. I started comedy in December 2022. Pretty recently in here.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, you're
started
new.
I'm a little new.
Okay, gonna play a clip. Let's see if she's good or not.
Oh no.
I went to a salsa bar. Has anyone done this? This salsa? Yeah. It's very exciting. This is what happens. You go to a basement and you dance with many old men. So many of them, and it's not even weird. Everyone's cool about it. Everyone's so cool about it. And I guess like for me, like to explain it, if I were to not have known what sex was conceptually, I would have left the basement thinking I was pregnant. You know what I mean? But it turns out I was just moving my hips. And honestly, I'd never tried.
So do you have a type? Like
a type? In like a partner to date?
Yeah.
Do I have a type?
And they're old?
They're old? No. I think the oldest I would date is soon to be 34, but it's currently 33.
And
I'm 27.
You're 20. Okay, so
Yeah.
you can do 6 to 7.
Yeah.
That's what you're willing to go up to?
That's what I'm willing to do.
Okay.
And frankly, no one younger.
It's hard. To go younger as you get older it gets insane.
It is.
It's like you're a child.
You are. And worse, you remind me of my former self, and I'm not interested in that.
Yeah. I feel like you began vaping from a relationship.
Oh, I did.
Yeah, what happened there?
Let me tell you something.
Yeah.
Lie. Listen for the punchline. FTP.
I like that though. I liked how you're like getting younger and your behaviors were getting worse and worse, and but still even like a caretaker role.
Yes.
With a partner. I wish that was true, but
it's I do, if I'm around vapes, I'm probably gonna ask to hit the vape.
Like strawberry lush.
Mango is my favorite, or mint.
Ew.
If you mix a fruit and a mint, I'm very down for that.
Like iced grape mint.
Yeah, iced grape mint.
Yeah, those are my favorite.
Is that real? Is that a real flavor?
I don't know.
Just off the cuff?
Yeah, I'm just kind of making flavors up. There's like lychee, like luscious lychee, strawberry craze,
yeah. Kiwi. Who?
Sometimes it's just a dragon.
Not funny.
There's just like a dragon sometimes.
Just a dragon because of the fruit.
Yeah, but maybe.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Or just smoke.
Yeah, I was on the Juul.
Ah, the Juul.
I'm just a little bit older than you. I'm 30, but so you were in high school when I was in college, probably.
Perhaps.
So
we may have shared 1 year. I started college in 2015.
Oh, are you like a genius or something? Like you start?
No. Is that right? No, yeah, that's real.
No, that makes sense.
That makes sense for you and for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was trying to hype you up.
Oh, thank you. No, I did everything right on track.
Oh, so you're
not behind, but right on track.
Okay.
Which is not impressive, unfortunately. Yeah. I'll stop there.
You're digging your own grave.
It's bottom of the barrel.
You're digging your own grave right now.
Yeah.
You brought a guest.
So true.
Who is that? Oh, she's not. Oh,
actually,
she's just watching closer. There's no one else here. I'm. They say that auditory hallucinations are one of the first signs of
being rad.
Yeah. But I do have visual. I do have visual hallucinations as well. So luckily though, I can edit out I'm still trying to figure this out. The hallucinations never end up in the recordings of anything that I do, but yeah, still. But I'm sane. Like everything's good.
And I'm not, so I can't even back you up. I'm just bringing my imaginary friend.
Oh, you have one still?
No, and I've never had one.
I didn't either.
Yeah, I always wished I had one. So I yearned for one, but I didn't really have one.
Yeah, I just kind of thought that was a sign of weakness, like
to have a fake friend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I figured that out kind of early.
Did you have a real friend as well? Not to roast you, just curious.
No.
Oh.
It was a lonely.
That's okay.
Yeah. I did have a sibling, but that's enough. It's not exactly a friend. It is different.
Yeah.
It's different. It's a little bit different.
Yeah.
Do you have siblings?
I have 2.
What you got?
I have a sister and a brother. And my sister is turning 24. Don't freak out, in a few days.
Oh.
Yeah, I know. She was born in the year 2000.
Okay.
So she is always the age of the year of our Lord, which, as we know, is 2024. She's turning 24.
That's so easy to remember everything about her.
It really is. Yeah. My brother's 20.
Oh, so you're the oldest.
I am. I'm the oldest. My brother's in his sketch comedy group.
He's in it. Oh.
Yeah. In college. He's in a college comedy group.
Taken after Big Sis.
Yeah. He's definitely funnier than I am.
Oh.
Because he's a boy and girls aren't funny. Everyone knows.
The younger ones are funnier because the trauma is passed down and the trauma is converted usually. It could be converted into drug use and other, other negative things, but it sounds like, well, he is in college, so we'll see. He might be doing both, but.
Well, he's not legally allowed to drink. So I'm sure he's not doing any of that.
He's a good boy.
Probably. I don't know.
That's good though.
Yeah. And also, just for the record, I was joking when I said girls aren't as funny as boys. I want everyone to know that.
Oh.
And I'm sorry I said girls and boys instead of men and women. That was weird.
Yeah. Are 24-year-olds men? Or
technically 20, they are.
20? Yeah.
Technically they are.
Technically. Yeah. But it's just
20's a young man.
It's just easier to say boys and girls.
Guys.
Yeah.
Lads.
You don't have to take things back. Don't take things back.
You're right. Own it.
Yeah.
Live
unless you want to.
I just want everyone to know it was a joke.
So what am I supposed to do when someone tells me when a woman, I've heard this from older women who've said, girls aren't that funny.
Really?
I've heard that. I've heard that from older women. They I tell them I'm doing comedy and they're like, oh, blah, 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 that's so good. And then unprompted. Yeah, I don't like women comics. They're not funny.
Really?
Have you heard this?
Shock and awe.
Has someone told you this? Has someone a confession, an unprompted confession?
Honestly, I black out when people don't support me. I literally am like, what? Like, I think it's best to live in delusion.
Mm.
Yeah. So
But
if
I wanna
I were to
help.
hear slander about my gender and whether or not we are funny, I would simply black out.
So you can't even give me any pointers on how to be an ally.
To women?
Yeah. To women.
How to be an ally to
Specifically
women.
women comedians. That's
Yeah.
kind of that's as far as I'm willing
That's
to
the
go.
way. One of my pet peeves is when people call us female comics. I think that's the worst thing that's ever happened every single time because female sounds like biological and I hate it.
Like a specimen.
Like an animal. And so, not into that.
Okay.
So if you can just say women, you're already killing it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Put more of us in your lineups. We'll add to it. Trust me.
I try to.
I'm sure you do.
Yeah.
I feel like you do.
I will.
I'm preaching to the choir.
Yeah. No,
You already know.
I'm like I need some chicks. I
As
need some
a-
chicks in the
yeah.
lineup. Is
If-
that
For the listeners, add women to your lineup because we simply make it better. We really do. It's I know, we know this. We already know this.
hey?
I'm basically saying obvious things. I feel like I'm doing the Barbie monologue, which was the most
No, you're not.
obvious.
For the listeners, Marcella is white. So
Yeah.
um
They knew that.
yeah.
Imagine if they didn't.
She's America Ferrera is not before me right now. I don't want to
Yeah.
my listeners trust me. So
Yeah.
I just need to just be forthright with that right now.
Yeah, I'm super white. That's
But you're
real.
an ally.
To women, yeah.
Yeah.
I am.
That's cool. That's tight.
And again, I say, imagine if I wasn't.
Well, listen, they're out there, and
True.
I've met them, and I don't know what to say. Are you picking up any NYC slang?
No.
No.
Oh, now I say subway.
Oh, is it Metro in DC?
Yeah, I was saying metro. I'm slowly trying to stop saying the yellow line and the red line and the green because technically there's numbers and letters.
Yeah.
I'm trying to incorporate those.
So you're conforming.
Yes.
What a fucking shame. I thought someone amazing was before me, an original person, but
No.
we're gonna cut to a break. I need to reassess my guess.
Why you asked me?
Yeah. We're gonna be right back. Marcella Denby, thanks for joining me. We're on life support on Radio Free Brooklyn. We'll be right back.
I'm the boy in your other phone, lighting up inside your drawer at home, all alone, pushing 40 in the friend zone.
we doing? So wait, the Super Bowl was this weekend? I didn't even. My week's been really good. This isn't my jersey, by the way. Like a homeless guy gave it to me. I guess they like give the jerseys to like homeless people, the ones that didn't, for the team that didn't win. But I didn't watch the game. I didn't lose anything. I didn't lose any money. So it's been really good. I'm doing very well actually. I haven't drank at all this year. I'm 6 weeks, no alcohol. Yeah. But let's move on to something cheery. I like that song, Murder on the Dance Floor. You guys see that movie, Saltburn? Yeah. If I hear that song one more time, I might unalive myself on the dance floor. Sorry. Watching that movie, I kind of wanted to drink again. It almost made me relapse. Like, the parties look so fucking lit. Damn. But yeah. So, sobriety. I'm not really doing well, so mentally, I'm pretty distraught about what happened at the Super Bowl. It's kind of fuck Taylor Swift and fuck the Kansas City Chiefs. That's really what I came up here to say. Yeah, no, I'm not doing well, people. I need a fucking drink. Actually. Can someone get me a shot, please? No, it's like, what if Travis Kelce develops CTE and he beats Taylor Swift? What's going on there? Are we still rooting for the Chiefs? I don't think so. No, that's there's something. You saw him yelling at his coach, right? There's something really deep. I'm worried about Taylor Swift. We should be a little worried about her. She better fly away from Travis Kelce. And she can do that just like this. She can just fly away just like that. She's adding to the carbon emissions of this planet. But But let me. Feeling kind of misogynistic right now. Like I'm feeling kind of fucked up. Like maybe I should. I don't know. Should I just get off stage and like shake it off? I'm kind of like. I feel like I kind of blacked out right now. Like there's just a blank space, baby. Where wait. Is there bad blood? Do we have bad blood now? Sorry. I'm gonna get off the stage. I got a getaway car outside. I'll see you guys in the cruel summer. And one last thing is, sometimes I feel like everybody is a sexy baby. Sometimes I just feel like that. Yeah. My name is Brian. Thanks. All right. Enough of that.
No, give me more.
You want? Okay. All right. Well, we're gonna play a 20-minute set that I did.
A cool 20.
Just gonna do.
Tight 20.
Just a tight 20. I got a tight 20 sitting right now. So that was your song. You selected John Mayer.
My boyfriend.
Your boyfriend.
Secretly. He doesn't know yet, but he is my boyfriend.
Because I just remember that he might have been like the original fuckboy.
That's true.
That's just kind of my reference given to me. That wasn't something I came up with myself. I just felt like that is what the people decried.
They were saying it.
Yeah.
The worse he's doing in the media, the more likely it is I can become his girlfriend.
So the less,
do you know what I mean?
The less eyes are on him,
and the more people hate him as well. Then the less likely it is he will date someone famous. He might decide to date me.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why I love him.
Oh.
Yeah.
Because of his standards and...
do you want to know why I love him?
Yeah, let's hear it.
When I was 8, my mom bought the album Room for Squares, his debut album, I think. Yeah. And we lived in Georgia at the time. And there was a song on it called Why Georgia Why? And I was like, this is awesome. It's about me. It's about my state, whatever. And then my mom would play John Mayer in the kitchen when we cooked. And it was very fun for me. I didn't know what music was, nor did I have taste. But I listened to John Mayer from the age of 8 until I am now 27. And I'm like so diehard. And I know people tell me he's a bad person, but he's so talented. And I love him. and we're 20 years apart, I would break my dating range
Right.
for him. I
Yeah.
would. I
Okay.
would. When I hit 30, I would break it. But also when I was 20, I would have also broken it. He was 40 then. Yes.
He's 13 years ahead of you?
He's 20 exactly.
Ooh.
You okay?
Yeah, sorry. Something just happened. He's 20 exactly.
And he's, exactly 20 years older than I am.
So he's 47.
Yeah. Yeah. Listen.
But
I think he might.
love.
Maybe he's younger.
Okay.
Should I look it up?
No,
or should I just own it?
I'm looking it up.
Look it up.
John Mayer age.
Yeah, but
he's only 40. Oh, he's only 46. It's
incredible. See,
and his birthday is in October, so he will be 48 or 47.
Yes.
So you're right. It is 20.
It's a tight 20. Yeah.
A tight 20.
Yeah.
Could you do 20 years? You would for him.
I would for him. I think the love I have for him is a deep, weird one because I've just been obsessed with him since I was a kid. So I'm like, yeah. And if I ever met him, I would have to actually not meet him because I'd be too weird, likely.
He might like you, though.
He might like an adoring fan. He might hate that energy. But
yeah, but you could be cool.
I could be. And you see why I love when people hate on him. It just leaves a little more space for me to slowly get there.
You would probably, so I'm just like imagining like you in a year, you're dating John Mayer.
Yes.
You are vaping, but you're opening for a Dave Chappelle show because like they're kind of tight. So like, is that a life? Like you know how Dave Chappelle like smokes cigs on stage? Like you could just be like vaping like that strawberry ice lush.
Yeah.
And I can see that right now.
You can see it.
Yeah.
I would probably also smoke a cigarette with him.
On stage.
I would do that.
Like, Dave, because
if they let me smoke a cigarette in a comedy club like Dave Attell,
yeah,
I would do that so hard. And I'd smoke 2.
You'd even smoke like 2 at once?
2 in a row.
I would probably smoke one backwards on accident.
You've might.
You've never done that.
No.
I
do like a cigarette.
Yeah. I think we were smoking a cig when we went out that one night.
I think we were because I love a cigarette.
Yeah.
That sounds like me.
Yeah, it's like a...
John wouldn't approve, my boyfriend. He has to preserve his vocal cords.
He's chill. He'd kind of be like a father figure to you, but that's normal.
Yeah.
That's normal. He'd be like, Marcella, don't smoke.
Don't, because I love you.
Yeah.
And I don't want you to hurt yourself.
But not like he doesn't love you like a father. It's complicated, but you guys will figure it out. So
yeah,
I'm really rooting. I'm wanting this to be a reality.
Listen, it will be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you did a show tonight.
I did.
Yeah. How was that?
It was honestly so fun. I had a great time.
Where was it?
It was at the Cobra Club in Bushwick, which is also where we are. But yeah, it's great. It's in the back of the bar in a secret little room with a huge red curtain and lots of chairs.
Oh, okay.
It's pretty fun.
It feels like a room. Feels like a real room.
Feels like a real room. And also they have karaoke afterwards. So it's kind of fun. Like the audience fluctuates because people are like, "What is this?
Mm-hmm.
Is this karaoke?" And I'm like, "Yes, come in, watch."
I kind of like when the audience can be random or flip. Like, have you been to this place, Friends and Lovers?
No, I haven't.
That's a cool place. I think it's in Crown Heights. I went to a show. It's like a show. It's like anarchy comedy. They're like, listen.
Anti-jokes, like
no. They were actual They said they were anarchists. Like the person who hosted the show wanted to overthrow the government.
Upthrow.
This is it's a nice stage. And then it totally flipped into like a DJ night. Like, and then all the audience left, and then all these like attractive people came and they were like ready to dance their asses off. I was like, what is this?
Whenever I see a group of very attractive people, I get really uncomfortable.
Yeah.
I'm like, where are you guys coming from?
Yeah.
And where are you going? And why are you here?
Can I come?
And can I come? Yeah. Can I bring down the...
Can I level this out?
Yeah. What's the math term?
Average,
I would be the outlier.
The mean. Can
I bring down the average?
Yeah.
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 Or the mean.
I forget what the mean.
The median, we don't know what it would be.
But you're the mean.
The mean. I would bring down the mean or the average.
That's
math.
We're very
women in STEM. Women in Bryant.
We love ourselves is what I'm hearing right now.
Yeah.
Were people attractive in DC, or is that less?
It's less important. Everyone's attractive everywhere. Beauty is subjective.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But they do call I did not invent this. They call DC the LA for ugly people. I did not invent this.
Oh.
And that is not something I would agree with.
That is kind of
But that's
up.
what they call it.
Oh.
And I'm always like, what? You guys, everyone's beautiful and I love them. But
so
people say that.
A DC 10. No, a DC, what's it? A DC 8 converts to what here? What's the conversion rate?
I don't know.
Think
I'm
of it.
bad at math.
Think of a 10 in DC. Did you ever meet other 10s there? Because there's 10s here.
There's 10s everywhere.
No, not everywhere.
Seriously.
No.
Think of the places you've been.
I'm thinking.
The places you'll go.
There can be 9. I would say there's 9s everywhere.
Okay. Who's the 10? Who's a 10 that you admire?
Like right now?
Yeah, other than your cousin, am I right? No,
yeah, no, I'm thinking of my third cousin, and that's
totally okay if we go back in time.
They're 9, but
oh shit.
Yeah, I would say Dua Lipa might be a 10.
She's totally a 10.
That's fair.
Agree.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
What about for you?
A 10. I love Logan Lerman. Yeah.
Who the heck is that?
Listen, you ever seen Percy Jackson?
Oh,
he's in a new movie with Joey.
Logan, that's a 10.
Joey.
That's a 10. That's a DC 10.
That's a Marcella 10.
That's a Marcella. Okay.
I can only speak to Marcella.
Okay.
Sorry to say something in third person.
It's fine.
A DC 10, like to be so real, is probably Ruth Bader Ginsburg. Because she just brings it.
Wait, I just need to see what she looked like.
Yeah, just look her up. You'll agree.
Okay. RBG Young.
And old. She's beautiful. She brought a lot for this family. And by this family, I mean this nation.
She's quite beautiful.
Listen, everyone in DC is like, I just feel like, I don't know about you, but I feel like everyone in their 20s and their like late 20s, I'm like, everyone is just looking beautiful lately. Everyone's looking great.
Like everyone.
Seriously.
Yeah.
I think aging is like working for us. Seriously.
Yeah.
The cheekbones, it's happening.
I think we're becoming more accepting. Like, no, that's
Bryant,
like,
the hater.
That's like me saying you're wrong. You're like, you're like people are getting hotter, and you're like, and I'm saying, as society, we're better people, which is completely conflicting with what you said.
I just think people, by the time they hit a certain age, they really grow into their features, and it's beautiful. I've noticed it with all my friends. I'm like, you guys are just looking lovely.
Well, that's because we're horrified of people younger than us in the sense of like yeah, okay, well, like I can't relate to Leonardo DiCaprio in many ways there's so many ways.
He's a worse actor than you are.
Whoa.
Listen, this guy was an actor.
I was an actor. I did do a little acting. I was an actor at a med school, which was very, very interesting part of my life. But
amazing.
It wasn't. I wish I could have been in Shutter Island. Is what that prepared me for. He was great in that movie. But he likes to fuck 22-year-olds, and it's like they're hot. I'm not gonna stand here and say that I'm not attracted to 22-year-olds, but you get it.
Maybe they're not attracted to you.
Yeah, that's probably what's going. Like I said, I really can't relate to him in maybe any way. I don't know what I have in common with him, except love for Martin Scorsese. But yeah. So
he really has a brand, and he has a type. Yeah, and it doesn't change.
But he's chill.
I don't know. I don't think he'll be interested in me as a 27.
No, you already got someone locked down. We're gonna make this John Mayer thing happen. So.
Oh yeah, it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
That concludes my interview with Marcella Denby. You can follow her on Instagram at MARSILLYYY. Going to play a clip from a stand-up special from Jay Agbon. He's a comedian who recently passed away. He was performing in the New York City area, and Marcella knew him well, as they both performed in the Washington, D.C. scene. You're listening to Life Support on Radio Free Brooklyn.
Hello, friends. I'm Jay Agbon. You must be here for my comedy special, Responsible Child. Thank you for clicking. This has just been a love letter, something I've been working on the last 8 years, to people like me, the late 20s, early 30-year-olds who still have to call their mom to schedule their doctor's appointment. We just need a little extra help. Still, thank you so much for clicking. I hope you have a good time. Enjoy the show. How's that?
That was okay.
All right. How much time do we have?
Like a minute and 20 seconds.
So, I gotta get on stage?
Yeah.
Oh, come on, man. You gotta say that shit before fucking hit. Jesus fucking Christ. Jay, you're key.
Please put your hands together for Jay Agbon!
It was raining today, which I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't like the rain. It was a nice reprieve. It's been very nice weather, which I enjoy. But the rain is glorious for me today because I'm so happy to see something stopping the white people from jogging in my neighborhood. Y'all do be jogging no matter what. Y'all kind of jog like mailmen, just rain, sleet, snow, shine. It don't matter. You gonna hit some pavement, I would like to say, let me preface this. I'm not. You're gonna hear a lot of jokes about white people. I'm black. It is what it is. I'm not here to pick on white people, sir. I'm not here. I want you to know some of my best friends are white, or whatever it is racist people say. I honestly, I think right now is the hardest time to be white in all of American history. I think right now is the hardest time to be white in all of American history, because right now white people have the they unfortunately keep finding out they have racist relatives on Facebook, and that has to be devastating. You know what I mean? White people getting unmasked on Facebook like Scooby-Doo villains. You pull the Klan mask off. It was your Aunt Deborah the entire time. Meanwhile, she's in the back like, and I would have gotten away with it too if it wasn't for you meddling kids and that mangy mutt. And you're like, Aunt Deborah, that is your nephew. You can't call him a mutt just because your sister married a black man. Okay. All right. Oh. It's okay. You laughed at it before you knew where it was going. We're all going to hell together, okay? Oh, man, this is fine. I'm 30, guys. Thank you. That's the biggest woo I've gotten for 30 ever. 30 is just one sad breath. That's all it's been. 30 is interesting, man. I've learned a lot about myself at 30. I've learned I've learned you can't do a lot of the things you used to appreciate doing in your 20s once you hit 30. Like, one of the things I've had to learn to give up and step a bit back on is brunch. Man, I had to give up, which is a shame because in DC, brunch is a contact sport. Some of y'all look like D1 All-Stars right now. You were drafted by Alabama's brunch program, weren't you, ma'am? And so I did. I remember, like, in my early 20s, I used to look forward to getting drunk on Saturday nights, waking up Sunday morning, getting a little hair of the dog, some bottomless mimosas, feel right as rain. Now that I'm 30, bottomless mimosas is a threat. I recently went to brunch with some friends. They were like, yeah, man, this place got bottomless mimosas. I was like, but we can stop, right? Like, I know it says bottomless, but we ain't got to drink bottomless. And now that, yeah, like in my 30s, I've learned that, like, any sport you weren't doing in your 20s, you can't start doing it in your 30s, right? Ain't no importing new sports to your 30s, okay? Like, for example, in my 20s, I never played basketball, right? I know I'm black, sir, hear me out. I just didn't have the hand-eye coordination for it. I don't really like it. But now that I'm 30, I do have a lot of friends that, to stay healthy, they love playing basketball, you know, because I'm black, sir, keep up. And they're always like, yo, let's go to the court, let's play some pickup. Let's go play some pickup. And I got to be like, we can go to the court. Only thing I'm picking up is my ACLs off that court, okay? I ain't got it no more, right? Even the way I listen to music has changed. I'm a big Drake fan. Any Drake fans in here? Yeah. I love Drake. And I remember he used to have this song where he was like, I do not chase these hoes, but these bitches, they run a mile for me. And in my early 20s, I used to hear that, and I'd be like, yeah, Drake, you tell them, we don't chase these hoes. Yeah, right? Now that I'm 30, I'm closer to the age he was when he wrote it. I know what he meant. I'm like, yeah, Drake, of course you don't chase these hoes. You're 30, your knees click. You ain't got the lateral movement, king. It ain't the same no more. That's funny. Things you learn at 30, people treat you different when you hit this age, right? Like, for example, my parents, they started treating me different. As soon as I hit 30, my parents decided that was the perfect age to start telling me family secrets, right? But pretending I knew that shit the whole time. Like, last holidays, I was in the kitchen with my mom. She drops this gem on me. She's like, yeah, it's like that time your Aunt Bertha went to prison. And I was like, excuse me? Do you mean Pastor Aunt Bertha? What did she go to prison for? She's like, well, didn't you ever wonder what happened to your Uncle Tom? I was like, no. You told me he died in Vietnam. She's like, yes, but I didn't tell you who killed him. I'm like, what the fuck is happening? Who are you? It's funny, man. Being like, even now at this age, I've learned, like, whenever I go home, I have been elevated at the age of 30, finally, to sitting at what's called the adults table. Like, whenever I go home for Christmas, Thanksgiving, any family gathering. And I like being at the adults table. There are some things that come with sitting at the adults table, though, right? Like, now I have to do shit whenever because at the kids table, you could just watch TV and enjoy living, right? And now at the adults table, I have to do things. They ask me to do things, right? I'm in kitchen duty, right? I gotta help cook and clean. And I don't mind helping my grandma, my mom cook and clean. That's not the problem. My thing is, sir, I don't know what you know about black family recipes, but let me educate you. Okay, we don't use standard units of measurements in our recipes, okay? So now I'm 30 trying to figure out how many teaspoons fit into a dollop of something, what exactly a squig is. I looked at one of the recipes, I swear to God, it said, stop when the ancestors tell you to. I was like, wait a minute. I didn't know these niggas had T-Mobile. How am I supposed to get in contact with them, you know? And it's like, one of the main things that bothers me about it is that it's the people that have replaced me at the kids' table, right? And I want to clarify, I don't hate all kids, I just hate those kids, right? Kids aren't all assholes, but those kids definitely are, you know? Like, I don't have it's not like I see 12-year-olds like, square up, little nigga. It's just, my little 12-year-old nephew, though, we've done it a couple times. Like, they're monsters. Kids are monsters. Like, for example, my little 12-year-old nephew, last time I was home, over the holidays, I'm in the kitchen with him and his mom, my aunt, and she's talking to him, and she's like, yeah, you know your Uncle Jay, he's a comedian. This motherfucker gonna look at me and be like, how? It's not like he's funny. Wait a minute. I will beat the shit out of you, son. What are you going to do, though? He's 12, right? 12-year-olds aren't impressed by anything, right? I know for me personally, if my 12-year-old self wasn't impressed by anything, my 12-year-old self wouldn't be impressed by who I've turned into today. Okay, sir, do you think your 12-year-old self would be impressed with who you've turned into? Exactly. No 12-year-old wants to grow up to be an accountant at Deloitte. And, you do got the button-up, sir. I don't know what to tell you. No, I know for a fact my 12-year-old self wouldn't be impressed by who I've turned into today. I know this for a fact because recently I took shrooms and met the nigga, and he was pissed. He was showing up to Chick-fil-A on a Sunday angry. He was just like, Jay, what the fuck happened? I was like, I don't know, man. I went to college, started fucking white girls. It's been downhill ever since.
That was a cut from Jay Agbon's special, Responsible Child. You can find the full video on YouTube. May he rest in peace. That concludes the episode of Life Support on Radio Free Brooklyn. I'm your host, Bryant Denton. Here's P. Diddy to take us out.
Yesterday we used to rock the show. I laced the track, you locked the flow. So far from hanging on the block for dough. Notorious, they got to know that life ain't always what it seemed to be. Words can't express what you mean to me. Even though you're gone, we still a team. Through your family, I'll fulfill your dreams. In the future, can't wait to see if you open up the gates for me. Reminisce sometime. The night they took my friend. Try to black it out, but it plays again. When it's real, feeling's hard to conceal. Can't imagine all the pain I feel. Give anything to hear half your breath. I know you're still living your life after death.
Every move I make, every single day, every time I pray, I'll be missing you. Thinking of the day when you went away. What a life to take, what a bond to break. I'll be missing you.
It's kinda hard with you not around. Know you in heaven smiling down, watching us while we pray for you. Every day we pray for you, till the day we meet again. In my heart is where I keep you, friend. Memories give me the strength I need to proceed, strength I need to believe. My thoughts big, I just can't define. Wish I could turn back the hands of time. Us in the six, shop for new clothes and kicks. You and me taking flicks, making hits, stages they receive you on. Still can't believe you're gone. Give anything to hear half your breath. I know you still living your life after death.